No. I just told somebody good morning. Good morning, no. Or morning. And his response was choppy line. What level of illiteracy must we continue to grasp and embrace that we have to... Jamaica, we have to do this. Good morning, choppy line. What you mean? What you mean? I want to scream to blow. What you mean? What you mean?
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what a blessed and wonderful Saturday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in a Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Saturday the day when some of the regular ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So happy Sabbath to you all. But whilst doing so, my peeps, please remember On The Spot News Media, its loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right and now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular ones and ones them out there who is just traversing these streets going about your regular business. As always, my peeps, safe travel, pan the gravel, and continuously look out on the corner yai Kazwa, the old dirty corner boy them. Always out there. Alerts. Yeah, man. So in the morning, my peeps, before we get into this morning's set of stories, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you to each and every person out there that has subscribed to the new Jamaican cartoon channel by On The Spot News Media. In the Streets, JA. A Jamaican cartoon channel basically depicting the everyday life of the regular youths in our streets, the regular members of Chan Public in our streets. So for those who have not yet subscribed, please go over and subscribe. Type it in just as it is on your screen. At In The Streets JA on YouTube, and subscribe. I dropped the first episode from season 1 yesterday. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this one. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, make we get on into this morning's set of stories. So we're going to kick it off with an international story. I don't know where I'm going in this child's month here, but boy, may I tell you, it not look good. Now a Jamaican man where living at Dayton is now facing charges after he reportedly perform a little hold on and take type of thing on a 10-year-old. Now the man in question is presently on your screen, and he has since been identified as Anthony Jordan Lewin, 28 years old. He has been charged with 2 counts of hold on and take of a person younger than 13 in the Dayton Municipal Court. So the Dayton police began investigating Monday after the little pitney report to her mother and tell her mother, say, boy, you know, say, pick me like a cherry mommy. And me see some little things I come out of my body when I'm not too sure what, and I'm scared. So me I come to you, my mother, to make you know what go on with the big crusty back man. So the police them go hold on upon him and have them like a kit where them do them like a swabbing and all of that. Them do it at the hospital. And of course he was interviewed Monday night. So the criminal element Anthony Lewin stated that the little pitney, 10-year-old, you know, touch him under theme clothes and engage in big people acts with him twice. And that's according to the court documents. Now you is a big old crusty back man. And you tell the court say, at the 10-year-old, touch a certain place and do it to you twice, you want somebody licking in your back with a big broadboard or a good 28 machine, slap you across your back 2 times, make the made in China sign, print out around there. So the little pitney was also interviewed on Wednesday and provided details of multiple incidents of the alleged hold on and take. A second child come forward and spoke to the police and stated that they were suspicious when the big old crusty back man and the little pitney were in a room with the door closed. And the little pitney said, boy, she hears some sounds around the two and it never sound like I play them and play. So the police them bangle him, lock him up on Wednesday and booked him, and his court date is presently being finalized. I can't believe the audacity of this brother here. If you really tell the court say, the little pitney touch him certain place and do it to him twice. Even if the little pitney presumptuous, them way there. Because we have to admit, some of them little pitney are them very presumptuous and bright. But the fact that you are the adult, clap the pitney and little head back, run him if you go one side, and go tell the parents, you cannot make the tail wag the dog. So my peeps, boy, may I tell you, the thing rough, but anyway, back to local style. Now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force have launched an intensified island-wide manhunt for 15 wanted criminal elements. Yeah, man. No one, not two, but 15. They are wanted for crimes ranging from some fatalities and also some knockings and clappings with intent to take the people in life. They are also wanted for some wounding with intent, robbery with aggravation, among other gun-related crimes. Some of these names would have been mentioned on this channel before, so some of you would have heard these names and see the faces attributed to the names before. But today you will only be getting the names and not the pictures. So I'm going to kick it off. The first one on the list has since been identified as Delano Leslie. The next criminal, Derek Johnson. The next criminal, Tavares Brown. The next criminal, Courtney Sands. The next criminal, Orlando Gray. The next criminal, Alex Coburn. The next criminal, Kafour Bartley. And last but most definitely, not the least in this category, is Andre Lewis. So these criminal elements, these 8, is being sought for some fatal knockings and clappings. Them slap with quite a few people. Now the next set of man is wanted for wounding with intent. So them man can up the people them with intention to take their life, but the Almighty Creator spare them. We are talking about Travis Grizzle, Devar Hodges, and Andrew Dixon. The remaining individuals are being sought for knockings and clappings with intent and robbery with aggravation. They have since been identified as Desmond Kedley, Janai Birch, Gavin Hurd, and Panif Broomfield. All the men range from communities in Hanover, Westmoreland, Kingston, St. Anne, St. Catherine, Clarendon, and also St. Mary. They are being urged to surrender to the police immediately. So the police is also urging the regular members of Chan Public who have any information surrounding the whereabouts to speak to them. And as always, my peeps, if you don't trust the police, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger, and we will most definitely pass on the information to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. So yesterday was Labor Day, and boy, may I tell you, the criminal elements labored in their own way. The knockings and clappings, my peeps, continues. Now over there in the Kingston Eastern Police Division, a fatal knockings and clappings going over there. A little brother known as Kadian Thomas, them call him Steve, said to be a mason and a barber, come from Rusden Road in a Rockfort. Him lose Fame Tree Pines along Rusden Road. A known and reputed criminal element, this old dirty kind of boy presently on your screen, identified as Darian Anderson, but them call him Birdy. A him take Kadian Thomas, aka Steve life, along Rusden Road. So here we go on now. It is said that Steve was standing in front of an abandoned bar when he was pounced upon by the criminal element Darian Anderson, otherwise known as Birdy, with a gun in his hand. It is said that he punched the man in his face and then opened gunfire, hitting him all over the upper body and head. It is said that Steve, that Kadian Thomas, was subsequently rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital by the police, but he was officially pronounced you know what upon arrival. So on the spot news media get to understand say they had a long-standing dispute over a female. It is said that his loss of life is a direct result of what we would call a love triangle. So Darian Anderson, otherwise known as Birdy, from Rusden Road in Rockfort, a known member and reputed top knockers and clappers of the Shantytown gang. So it was revealed that the criminal element Birdy was in an intimate relationship with a reform classmate. Why I say reform? Because she stopped take the bad man in her middle part. This on the side say boy, she want done with the lifestyle. So that's why I call her a reform classmate. She also come from around a Risden Road. So when we get to understand says that the criminal element used to beat it, kick it down, deal with it a certain type of way, and she decides, say, boy, I can't live so no more. I want a regular man where I got this love for me a certain type of way. So she end the relationship with Birdy. Now, as so she meet, now the cease man, we are talking about Kadian Thomas, otherwise known as Steve, and start deal with Steve. Steve a good youth. Get to understand, say, boy, Steve a youth to treat her the right way, and she love it. So now the criminal element Birdy see Steve on several occasions and make him know, say, yo, you need to left me girl, because once I'm my girl, she not gonna ever stop be my girl. In fact, me still a beat it one away too, and you never too know. So I come to Steve and make him know, say, yo, left the girl. And if you not left the girl, I gonna slap a can in your face. For some reason I decide him never take it too serious and still continue the relationship with the girl. Hence, he met his demise yesterday. So this just goes to show, youth are youth in the streets. You see, when certain girl, they with certain man, left them type of girl they alone. Yeah, man. Them the girl the front, and that you call Miss Kill and Bury, because literally, him get killed and him have to go bury. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough. Now, sad to say, my peeps, the labor continued by the criminal elements, where the St. Andrew North Police are presently investigating a fatal knockings and clappings that took place along Manningsville Road, leaving one man no longer among the land of the living and another nursing some whole heap of corner wounds in the hospital. Now the knockings and clappings took place sometime after 10 in an area known as Hungry Town along Mannings Hill Road. The attackers believed to have been traveling in what the police states is a white Toyota Axiom motor car, and they are being sought by the police. So the man in question, who was on the receiving end of them fatal carnoon there, has since been identified as O'Shane Cole, 30-year-old, come from Eries Avenue in a Smokyville, St. Andrew. So the police them say right now, as at May 17, the St. Andrew North Police have recorded 14 fatal knockings and clappings in their division. So that division have a decline of over 36% year on year. So that fatal knockings and clappings, reprisals is expected. It is said that O'Shane Cole is said to be the cousin of dancehall artist Idonia. Yeah, man. And we all know a certain song where Idonia sing. Say, Smaddy have a dead back for we feel better. R.I.P. for a real killer. And we all know that most of our Jamaican dancehall artists, them not just sing it. Them actually live it. Yeah, man. So the criminal elements continued to labor. This time in one of St. Mary's most remote communities. And me see it a come up some whole heap of domestic dispute type of business come up in recent times, resulting in some fatalities. We are talking about the community in St. Mary known as Gale. So the fatality there go on in the middle of Gale Square. Now the man in question has since been identified as Woodworth Garden. Them call him Max in High Streets. 52-year-old. Said to be a welder and a mechanic come from Gale Rock in a St. Mary. He was fatally knifed up by his own nephew, a youth known as Ellsworth Garden, but them call him Junior in High Streets. Him come from the same address as the now deceased man. It is said that they had a verbal turn, physical dispute, when a knife was brought into play, and him used a knife up him uncle, leaving him lifeless. The Orocabessa police is presently investigating that particular fatal knifing. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough. And still in the parish of St. Mary, but this time in the community of Orocabessa. Right down on one place where them call Gully Road in a retirement. The police them find the lifeless body of Frederick Brown, but them call him Greasy in High Streets. 62-year-old, big man, so you know, says a elder. Used to operate bus, and him come from round a retirement, a Gully Road. It is said that he was found in his house with a pillow over him head. So he look like Smaddy, hold on the elder and stifle him. Boy, may I tell you, it's really, really rough. Me don't know, the hearts of men has become desperately wicked. And when time I say men, it not exclude women, you know. I'm just speaking generally. And over there in the neighboring St. Anne Police Division, right out of Cave Valley there so in a White Sands, the police them find Adrian Broomfield, 40-year-old. Them find him body in an advanced state of decomposition. He was a mason who come from out White Sands district there so. He was found at his home. The police them say boy told the body look the back go do an autopsy to figure out what really take film life because them never want to touch it. Next thing then touch it and you go hear pow and bust and bodily fluids flying at them face. Boy, may I tell you, the thing really, really rough. So yesterday when a lot of people would have want for the out there labor, alone, weeping, and mourning as criminal elements labored and labor there in their own selfish way. Now the next thing that we are going to talk about, my peeps, is another sad one in a Child's Month again. So the St. Catherine North Police investigate a hold on and take type of assault we go on around a red pan so. The little pitney this time, 11-year-old. Boy, me I tell you. So fear incident go on Thursday morning. So reports reaching on the spot news media would suggest that sometime around 1 a.m. the little pitney was at home. And you don't know how some of the time some of the hosts them in the garrison not so sturdy. So the back door of the house, they kinda shake you a little weird where even if the wolf will huff and puff pan the little piggies them house come there and come huff and puff and could have blow it in. So a lone criminal element armed with a knife go in pan the little pitney because I guess them a watch and prick the house and know say she want the home. Go in pan the little pitney, take her away, carry her go to another location and had his way with her, sad to say. So him take her from the house in which she was staying with her father and then release her close to the house where her mother resides. So you know say the criminal element will carry out the act there against the little girl. Know the little girl, know her family, know everything. Because note, the criminal element take the little pitney from the father house, have his way with her, and then release her close to where the mother live, so she could have go there so instead. I guess him never want to go back down and which part the father there. So the little pitney was subsequently released and related the ordeal to her mother and other relatives. The matter was reported to Sissoko and the Spanish Town Police and an investigation launched. Now the dirty boy will do that. Obviously, I hope that him never have an a mass and the little one could identify him like a nastiness. So parents, well-wishers, family, relatives, friends, red pan people, if you don't know the old dirty boy, push him out. Send him picture to On The Spot News Media. Send it to your favorite vlogger. Send it to the police. Make a blast it. Have to find him. This criminal element here need to be taken off our nation's streets. All fat like them here. But just sorry, him mama never lock all her leg when time this all fat here born. Boy, me I tell you my peeps. The thing rough. We have to do better when it comes on to the nation's most vulnerable. We are going to have a bunch of hurting children growing up into hurting adults. One bag of traumatized pitney are going to become traumatized adults. We are going to have a traumatized state, which not good none at all for a country. We have to do better when it comes on to the nation's most vulnerable. And parents, please, if you don't have to leave the house at night time, not left the little pitney them alone. Boy or girl, because whole heap of a funky they out there. Whole heap of a funky type of boy they out there. Where we gonna do the same thing with the little boy. Whole heap of big woman out there too where some little cougar we love take candy out of the baby hand. Them will do them thing they to the boy pitney too. So now take it for granted and just safeguard the girls. Safeguard the boys. So if you don't need and you absolutely have to leave the house at night time, go beg one family member, beg a trusted friend, to give an eye and make the pitney stay with that person there, hoping that it not happen in the house where you gonna left the pitney to. Boy, may I tell you, it's rough in Jamaica. Anywhere you go, Maka joke you. But anyway, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.